G'day, mate, and welcome back to Ixion with me, Jetty. We're floating around another ship with another pile of corpses to keep us company. But in our last episode, we did brave the storm. We flew through the storm. We made it from the start of the storm to the other side of the storm. And somehow we didn't get hit by lightning, although it looked like a pretty bad storm. Okay. That debris moving awfully quickly. We also managed to not lose anybody in the storm, which, you know, for that alone, I deserve a like, right? All right, right? But with that out of the way, I know you guys are enjoying the series. I'm enjoying the series too. And today's episode, we need to do more science, along with more probing. Let's start with probing first and the map view. We can see this is the lovely storm that engulfed our ship last time. And today, well, yeah, we need to just probe everything. We're on the new side of the system, which means I need to find goodies. I'm really not worried about trying to hit things directly with the ships, with the probes anymore, because polymer is a resource that you just don't need that much of. And there's no good way to spend it. You spend it on making more ships and on probes. And frankly, I have a lot of ships. We've fully decked out the Tiqqun with as many ships as we need. Also,
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
if that cost polymer, then we'd have a polymer shortage. But probes cost like 3 polymer each. They're so cheap. In fact, one thing I do want to do is I probably want to turn off those guys, because I don't want any more polymer for right now, because I want to look at rearranging a few things. First thing I want to do is I want to put polymer here. Actually, stop. Sector 1, don't import polymer. Yes, okay. I want to put polymer here, and I want to remove polymer from here. I also want to remove steel from there. I want to rearrange this sector, because I'm thinking we're in a new section. We need to send out probes. I need to send out a lot of probes so I can find resources in a hurry. And I'm really thinking, you know, if I had 3 probe launches, that'd probably make my life a little bit easier. But to put in 3 probe launches, I need to, well, move the existing probe launcher hard up against the sector 1 sign, so I can put 1 here and then 1 beside it. And then this dock needs to move so I can put another probe launch. Yeah, there's some rearranging that needs to be done. So I think that's going to be our first plan, along with remove a couple of batteries, because I'm going to need to rearrange a lot of stuff here. We spend steel in this sector at least? Yeah. Can I request in like less steel? Yeah. All right. Other thing I want to do is, you are currently storing waste. I don't want you storing waste. You are going to set you to 0. Sector number 4 was set to do for steel for waste. We're going to go back to microchips because, well, microchips actually seem to be somewhat useful. And I also I don't need to redistribute microchips just yet. Okay, we also, last episode, opened up sector number 5, which I have no big plans for, but we did do a research that I have big plans for, which is the health center, which I'm going to whack right there because we can, and give you a road. And also, you need 50 workers, so we're just going to go to only workers, sector 1 to sector 5. We're going to send in 60. Sure. Because that still gives them plenty of surplus, and then we'll have plenty of workers over here, which will probably also need a bunch of housing so they don't complain about having nowhere to live. Because the health center, with the addition of the trains that we got running last episode, means that I don't need a stupid infirmary in every sector.
Accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
It's not going to fix that problem, but it means I don't need infirmaries in every sector. So we're going to attempt sector 6, 10. Yeah, sector 5 rather. We're going to attempt to get a health center up and running, and then therefore have, well, hopefully, well, be able to rip up the infirmary in every other sector. That's my grand plan. As for research, we just completed the health center. I can get not that upgrade and not that upgrade, but I can also get the exo fighting drone, which will give us +1 stability in this sector. Yep. Also every other sector, which we're going to have to get eventually. But I'm thinking the drone bay. I think the drone bay is probably going to be better research for right now. Like I said, I have sector 5 with no big plans, because there's nothing we really need at all. So we're just going to do a whole bunch of research. At the same time, we're still defrosting peepsicles. Oh, they're done. Can we bring up the decon tool, please? Decon tool. 6, 2, 1. Come on. I want this gone first. Then we'll start deconning a few things. Come on. There we go. All right. So I'm going to put a house there. So then I can rip up that, and that. Yeah, which is a whole bunch of steel. Which is going to take me a while to spend. All right, whilst we wait for the steel to be spent, let's throw out another probe, and then we can check out our science team, and hopefully get some more science running. I'm sure that works. Again, like I said, because our probes are cheap, we're just going to fire them off willy-nilly. I don't care if I hit something spot on. We're just going to spend them. All right. RNA district. Our sets have identified part of the Emaneki drift in the Crux system. Initial readings show that no thermal activity, power signatures, or identifiable signs of life. Pretty sure everybody's dead then. This is the crew of the gear. The section of wreckage is massive. We believe it's remnants of research and development district. The laboratories we've seen look virtually destroyed, but we did find one intact security room. Site above it, the entry reads ornate. To access the room, we'll need power from the Tiqqun via the RTP. Unfortunately, specific accreditation is also required to open the room's armored door. Okay. Sure. The neighboring residential area has collapsed, making balance of this area unstable. What? How can things be unstable? It's in space. Everything floats. Okay. We've spotted some emergency cryopods within the debris, although it doesn't look like there was enough time for full evacuation. Okay. Well, we might as well start with the residential area. As partial collapse, skeleton of the Gear's crew provide a useful in mitigating risk. Team will try and locate signs of possible survivors. Sure. All right, we'll get that done. It's going to take another 3 cycles. Meanwhile, how is the demolishing in here? So that's spent 80 steel, which means hopefully I can get rid of 80 steel, which hopefully means I get rid of these, which hopefully means I can move the probe board over, which, yeah, it's a whole lot of little bit of rearranging by a little bit of rearranging. I want to keep the 6th sector that we haven't unlocked, free for the moment, because I think I'm going to rebuild food entirely in Sector 6. We're going to go for an upgrade. We're going to go for the algae farms over the current farms, which I haven't unlocked. I haven't unlocked the tech for yet. So I think we're going to rebuild food once more, because at the moment, well, we have Sector 3 is food, and there's a lot of food stored in here. And also Sector 4 has potential of a lot of food that's currently off, because I don't have a need for it. Oh, and you guys are full of steel and have nowhere to spend it, so I can't even turn my garbage into microchips. Crap! Stop importing iron. Stop that too. Yeah, just stop spending the steel. Stop making steel. It's fine. Whoa. Why do you have iron? Why do you have iron? You shouldn't have iron. I think I was turned on a ship last episode to grab a little bit of iron. Well, we'll run one of you to get rid of the 5 iron, hopefully. Okay, where were we? We were probe. Sure. Alright, of course it has. Okay. Well, for what remains of the residential area is just shapeless metal, children appear to be locked in housing structures, whilst adults turn to improvised weaponry in a fight against unknown aggressor. Bodies the team came across either have been crushed by debris or sliced through by cutting laser. What do you mean unknown aggressor? We already know it's the Pinasari. You told us that early in this chapter. Whatever. The team did find some intact cryopods and also located the quarters of the techno supervisor for the area. High in rank, the dwelling was much larger in size and filled with unknown technology. The security key has been recovered. Okay. Search the labs then. Let's go. Alright, back into here. So section 5 has the health center up and running. So the health center is going to heal everybody, and as long as you have the train station for every sector, well, every sector that has a train station means they don't need an infirmary anymore. Which means we're going to grab the demolish tool and we're going to get rid of that infirmary and that infirmary. And
has completed its scan.
That worked. Yes, it did. Okay. Where's the infirmary in here? It's hidden between her 2 houses. We can get rid of that infirmary. This is the industrial sector, which actually has 2 infirmaries. And this takes us back to sector 1, which has 1 infirmary. Which is more steel. I need to find somewhere to spend it. Okay, we're going to put another house in here with a follow-up house right here, I think. Yes, because we're bringing cryopods in here, which means we're defrosting peepsicles in here, which means I need to keep an eye on housing. I also need to keep an eye on overall population. We have 400 people. Do I have the research for you? Nope, I do not. But you can hold 412. Ooh, we have 412. Oh, the rest of them in the infirmary. Okay. You can hold like 160 people. Let's just go with 160. Sector 1 to Sector 2, non-workers. Oh, 160. That ships the food problem from one sector to another. All right, on to Sector 5. With everything deconstructed, we now have 27 sick people in the health center. Perfect. All right, back into here. Okay, laboratories were severely damaged by the Antoneki's depressurization. Most equipment had been either destroyed or missing. The team found clear traces of laser cutting. Floors and walls had been ripped open. The R&D district was a secure area studying not only space-related phenomena. Yep, okay, whatever. But technology is considered forbidden by the UN. Recovered reports mention Dolos, BMS, being the Black Market Society, and Ashigaiti invention being studied. Okay. So we found power supply by Tiqqun and the Gears team were able to open the security room with the Techno Supervisor's key. Let's do that. Okay.
Population transfer complete.
Cool. That moved to 170 mouth problems, food problems from one sector to another. Yep, we just need to probe everything. Yeah, I want more probes. More probes is definitely my answer for right now, which means all this steel has to go away. Now, we are spending steel here. That's the only saving grace I have. I'm spending 11 steel per cycle repairing things. Yeah. So, yeah, it means I should be able to get rid of some of this. But then again, like, I just decommissioned a whole bunch of these, which is like 30, 40 odd steel each, and that has nowhere to go either. And also, this sector has, well, a bunch of steel. Yeah. Maybe research will give us something we can spend steel on? Okay, so with that removed, we would run that road through to there. Which then means I need to get rid of that. How much steel goes in a probe launcher?
An accident has occurred in the
90.
Tiqqun.
You know what? We're going to put in... Okay, a drone bay. Drone bay, I'll definitely spend some steel. I'm going to put you in there. I'm going to set you for steel. I'm not importing steel in this sector, so it's only whatever steel is in this sector stays in the sector. Okay, we're going to go to Sector 5. Oh. Okay. Drone bay. I'll put the drone bay there. I'm starting to think... population. I'm starting to think I actually want them facing that way. Don't know. But we'll put in a drone bay. Ooh, extra hours. I don't want extra hours. I already shipped in workers. Okay. Sector 1 to Sector 5. Workers. How do I have... Huh? So I have 48 injured in this sector. And no injured in any other sector. So does that mean when an injury happens, they just take a sub from sector number 5 and just shove them into wherever other sector it is until the person that is now in the hospital recovers? Okay. In that case, only workers. How many do I have? I have 100. Let's go with... Well, I need 50 at least. Let's go... 60. At the same time, it suddenly means that this policy here is uber powerful for this sector. What? Oh. That's the wrong way around. 1, 2, 5. Workers. 60. Okay, let's just turn... Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off, and that off. Alt. Okay, so what is my worker? I have 53. How did that change so rapidly? idea. No idea. No idea. It's fine. Alright, so if I put you for steel, that means let's launch the probe first. And then we'll get rid of the probe launcher. Sure, carbon. Carbon. Oh, useful. Super useful carbon. Alright, we're going to remove you. Which now I have a second storage. We should just be able to stack that away quickly and quietly. And then space probe launcher. I can build my new probe launcher hard up in the Then I need to probe launcher. I need to put my next one here, which means these 3 houses need to go away, which means quarters go away. Yep. Which means I need to slide a house this way and a house this way, and then
has completed its scale.
yeah, it's going to be a little bit of I need this built. Yeah, so I can turn on auto build. Come on. Come on, build a bot. Wave your arms at it. Oh god. Alright, Mimos, research. We got the drone bay. I want the exo fighting dome. Before we jump down the exo fighting dome, I wouldn't mind the hull temple either. Let's grab a hull temple. Yeah, provides 1 stability when the cult of the hull is propagating in the sector. If we click research and then post tech tree and go to here, we can see the cult of the hull is present in sector 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1 stability. It's a 1 stability building, but it's an easy one to get. So I think we're going to do that as well. You have 21. Oh. Oh. You have 21 trash. Sector 4, which is still backed up because of the too much steel problem. There is a solution. Okay, so solution for too much trash is you come in here, we go sector 1, and we say waste destruction. And then all the trash gets burnt.
You can implement a new policy.
And that's worrying.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
A group of recently awake survivors from the Amaneki are receiving a cold welcome from the Tiqqun crew. Those from the protagonists have not forgotten how you and forces killed many of their crewmates. Send the crew members from the Amaneki to Psychobank Troop to ensure their docility. An employee showing signs of animosity towards another employee will be sent to the care center for psychiatric rehabilitation. Little rivalry never hurt. Let's go with that one. Okay. Nobody tried to kill one another, so that's a bonus, I guess. Why is my hospital not working? What? Capacity 100 out of 100. What? Well, some people might die. Nope. It turns out I need to have this one. Recovery rate's 10% faster. Recovery rate's 20% faster. Okay. That I didn't expect. Alright, so hang on. We have actually, will it tell us here? 12 plus 15 plus 15. So I have 42 crew on top of the 100 that are having boo-boos. Okay. Mimos, drone bay. Drone bay! Construction stores drones. Drones can be used to quickly transfer up to 10 units of resources at a time between sectors. So Mr. Droney Drone should fly through this gap in the wall and then go to ice to take ice to here. There we go. Yes, this is what Droney Drones do. Yeah, they're just going to fly around resources. Very, very handy. And that doesn't clean up my steel problem. And you guys are still burning trash. Well, you got most of the trash done. Okay. I still need cancel deconstruction. Okay, and you we can just turn I don't have any steel in this sector. Okay, I did want to have that, and that all disappear, which will give me my steel. You were stuck with trash in you. You guys have trash in you, even though we don't store trash in the sector anymore. I don't know if you'll remove if you have trash. You must do. You must do. Okay, I need to have the steel put in storage so we can then build a probe launcher.
An accident has occurred in the
Okay, that fixes that. 1, 2, and all the accidents seems to have gone away, so we sort of solved that problem. Still defrosting people. All right, back to research and probes. We've got that pile. There's more there than I missed. All right, so scattered the files on the floor. Secure room contained warnings about prohibited nature of what was stored in the area beyond. Behind a further door, a long chamber was filled with occupied Dolos cryopods. Numerous data files full of scientific information were also discovered. These finds are of incredible value, but you say Dolos cryopods, and yet I have steel and a microchip and a ornate PA upgrade unlocked for the tech lab. Okay, we'll need to see what that is. And yeah, we already had 600 cryopods here. And the storm did move. Oh boy, excellent. Okay, we can go get some of these resources that we lost. Also means there is a very good chance our colony team, which are stranded on a planet that we can't get to currently because it's buried in a storm, we have a chance of going and picking up later, which would be very handy. Unavoid. You should be safe. Unavoid and unavoid. Okay, we're gonna grab. I don't have a probe to fire. So, whoop, I don't have a probe to fire. So I just said, we're gonna send the gear onto the medical district. All right. We needed to look at science. It was a tech lab upgrade. Research cost for upgrades is reduced by 10%. Oh, I like that. That seems like a great upgrade to me. All right, back to this sector. So that steel should get moved to there, and then I can rearrange this road, and then we should be able to put that back in. I have 3.6 cycles before I can put it back in the waste management policy, and we just unlocked the hull temple. Provides +1 stability while the color hull is in propagation in server.
A new request awaits your attention.
Oh, that's perfect. Sure, let's put you right there.
An important message from our colonization mission requires your attention.
Sure, I'll get to it. Is merged. The concerning results for earlier colonization tests have been leaked, leading many of the crew to believe we're just delaying the hour. The hour humanity ends. Okay. Whoever releases the information bears responsibility of the rise in dead Earth sickness has followed. Oops. Alright. Go into here very quickly. We still have a 3 happy, a 1 happy, a 1 happy, a 1 happy, and a 4 happy. We're okay so far. Yep, there we go. Alright, perfect. So can I remove that road? And then we're going to go space. Probe launcher right there. Okay. And you still have a space specialization tier 2, and that's going to make it even better. The lab needs to move over 3 tiles. Do we do that now? What are we researching? We're researching the lab upgrade. It's going to be finished so quickly, it's not funny. And it means I could probably tick this button. Yep, there we go. Everything just got 10% cheaper. Okay, we're going to remove the tech lab, so I can move you over 2 tiles. And then we're going to have to remove the dock over 2 tiles. Factory. I want the tech lab. Goes right there. Sorry, 3 tiles. It's 3 tiles. Massive amounts. Alright. With that done, we're going to want to send off another probe to... looks good to me. Sure. I'm just going to fire multiple probes at the problem. Alright. Medical district. Preliminary, yes. Yes. Analysis suggests this section of the Amanaki wreckage contains the remains of a medical care district. We've arrived at the site. We estimate that 2/3 of the district is missing. Remnants of cooling pipes have generated haze that hangs about in the debris and hides the floating corpses. Well, that's nice for a change. We have identified 2 viable areas of investigation: the ruins of a research facility and an area devoted to medical care. All right, so I think here we'll start with the medical district. Maybe they'll have the ultimate technology that we need. How to stop accidents. Yeah. That's what we're all praying for. I know I am. Alright, so with research now moved, I have just 2 random ships and mule. Okay, so I want to unassign. So I need Glute to finish being repairing. Cool, you're now done. Oh crap, I need to get rid of 281 cryopods.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
We're going to. Alright, we're going to stop having alloy in here. I want to turn you on auto as well. And then I'll start using some of the polymer. Let's remove that house so I can flip it sideways. Also, let's throw in maintenance, a battery right there because we can. Research-wise, we have the drone bay. Important research that I'd really like. Okay, airlock, plasma cutter, repair efficiency is increased by 15%. I'm spending less steel. I actually want to spend less steel. I probably want to spend more steel. Cryopods and automatic ship repatriation. Let's grab both of those. I don't really care about the ship, honestly. I don't really care about the ship. The ship has some upgrades to it, but I don't honestly care. How's food? 109%. Let me do that. One can feed 100% more people. So yeah, we'll do that and that. Okay, so that recovers the ship itself, which saves me 30 polymer. Technically, the ships themselves. Let's go out to here. One recovered from the ornate security room was a prototype setting computer based on PA architecture. It could be integrated into tech lab computer systems. Standard protocols do discourage use of externally sourced lab equipment. Sure. Oh, so I need to research it, and then I'm given an option to implement it or not. It's still 3 every 5, yeah. Okay, what was I doing with this one? I was going to put in... Oh, cryopods. Yeah, that'll let me store another 120. Okay, and housing. We're going to put a house here and a house here. Which technically means I can remove 2 houses, which is starting to look good down here. Stability, close the hole. I would have to remove all 3 from that, but I can probably do that too. Okay, we will actually do that. Yeah, okay. So I need to store 100 and something cryopods so that I can slide you over 3 tiles, so then I can put in another drone, a probe launcher, and then we're finished with this sector for right now. Yes, and lacking housing. Population. This is only 2 tiles, but I need 3. Sure. Oh, hang on. You short by how much? How about we just mail those people to somewhere else? Sector 3 can support... nothing. Sector 4 can support 100. Non-workers 1 to 4. 100 problems sent away. Okay, and you can support 30. You don't really help much. But we are rebuilding 2 houses, and each house holds 121, so it should be fine. All right, research. I needed bioelectric health in cell housing. Cell housing, false, and then bioelectric. Okay, we're going to do that. We also... production speed of defrosting beeps was increased by 100%, which I don't think I need that research for anything. Hull upgrade. So we can upgrade the hull temple. We can praise it. Provides +1 stability in a sector when the cult is propagating in it, which is every sector. So let's do that. Because it doesn't mention I do need to actually have the hull temple being built as well. Maybe I do. Okay. Feed it. Power cost reduced to 1. Oh, well, that sounds like a deal to me, because power is not an issue yet. It's probably going to be in the future. Alright, so I still need to defrosticate 113 people to move you over 3 tiles. That's not annoying at all. Can I put back in Michael and Glute? Yeah, at least then they can mine. Alright, back to out here. We can at least probe now with 2 probe launchers. We'll get the 3rd one eventually. And 1... What was that? There, 2. Alright, Medical District. Okay.
Completed its scan.
Oh god, it's more peepsicles. Alright, the district is in ruins. The Gears team had to stop several times during their investigation to clear away debris. Violent clashes appear to have taken place across the district. It seems that even before the attack, the medical capacity of the Emaneki was oversubscribed. Recovering data suggests that congestion within the ship's care centers worsened over time. The team was able to recover a number of intact emergency cryopods. Yay! Alright, so then there's the research facility attached to the medical facility. Maybe this is where we find something that stops accidents. Sure. Alright. Yeah, I need to get rid of 100 pods. Alright, so we have the cult's hull temple in this sector, which is giving us a +1.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay. And it's only a +1. And we haven't done that research yet. But it looks like it's just going to be a +1. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Alright, where were we? Probing. Lots of probing. And another probe. There. Okay. And 0.6 of a cycle. Okay, so back to 1. We've removed 1 house. That's a start. I cleared a little bit of area so we can put a house there if we... Oh, I can put a... No, I can't put a house there because we... Well, no, I can't put a house there. I do need to move food and also the workshop. And that storage. Okay, so I have more steel I need to burn off. And we're not recycling in this sector. How are you doing? So you still have too much steel because I haven't found a good spot to spend it. Because I don't have anything I need to spend it on. Yeah, see, the only cost, the only steel we spend is in this sector. And that is in hull repair. So we're using 11 steel per cycle. So anything above and beyond that is used for construction. And I just don't have enough construction tasks at this point to spend on things. Well, you're now full of steel as well. Okay. Because those ships can also pick up the steel that... Yeah, they can also pick up the steel. Yep. So we're maxed out on waste. We are not maxed out on polymer. I can actually start putting polymer back into sector 1. Yep, which will then empty these polymer stores. Which then means I could turn one of these on just to make sure polymer moves. I guess we could do that. Sure. Yep. I need to get rid of this steel. So I need to put in a color of the hull. Yes, a cult of the hull down here. That's one of the plans. Move you over after I get rid of 71 more peepsicles. Put in another probe launcher up here, which also means the workshop needs to be moved, as does the kitchen, which probably means these batteries need to go as well. And then I need to slot in the housing wherever we slot in housing.
An accident has
I don't have a lot of
occurred
room.
in the Tiqqun.
How big was that cult? Stability. It is 4. How big is the food? Food is also 4, right? Yes. Okay, it means I lose access to that doorway, but who cares? Who cares about a doorway? You just don't need them, especially as we're going to get the drones up and running. We have 1 drone apart from accidents. Yeah, all right. So back out to research. Actually, back out to probes, followed by research. Come on. Yeah, that'll do. And follow-up probe. It's like as soon as something lights up, you just fire a probe. It's fine. Okay. Facility has been constructed from more resilient materials and alloys in other parts of the ship. Most of the outer structure remains. A lot of the internal hardware does seem to have been laser cut and ripped out. Our team was able to extract some information from the few remaining data consoles. A sealed stasis box was discovered containing what only reside as a test subject. Having reviewed associated research reports, the team believed the experiment used Ixion technology and genetic material taken from charred leaves. Subject ZY6073, as named on the stasis box, appears to be alive and dormant. Okay. Retrieve or get the fuck out of there. Well, maybe they are the key to no longer having accidents. The subject, ZY6073, is the size of an adult male and is currently dormant. The Gears team proposed transferring them to a cryopod, bringing them back on board the Tiqqun for further study. Sure. What the hell? That's a bad sound. Okay, did I get emergency cryopods? Great. Automatic ship. Okay, so as I was trying to say earlier, our shippy, we hover over it. Gear is a science ship tier 2, which means they can collect 45 science per cycle. Do I need to keep a tier 2 ship compared to a tier 1 ship? Well, tier 1 ship's going to do 30 science per cycle, so not really, but I don't have science available because I didn't let them pick that up. I should let them pick up that science, 34. Sure, we'll do this, but we're not going to click on that button until that science is done, in hopes that if the crew dies, at least we can call back the ship for free. I don't have to build another ship, and we get to keep our tier 2 ship. I don't really think I need a tier 2 ship. A tier 1 ship should be fine. 60 pods. Okay. A tier 1 pod should be more than fine, actually. Why do I not have... Oh, because we just fired them off.
A probe has completed its scan.
Yeah, they're being built right now. Yeah, a tier 1 ship is more than fine, honestly.
A science ship
but
team has completed
tier 2
task.
doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt for those times when we need to pick up a pile of science. So, yeah, Cash 22. Workshop had an accident, don't care. We're still not doing recycling in here because I still have 16 steel, which is like, that's 2 cycles. A cycle and a half. Oh, and actually they retrieved all the science. Oh, well that theory means the ship's alive and the research is done. Okay. Well, let's put a fire at the probes first. Launch probe. Come on, something light up, that'll do. Something else light up. Oh, I saw something. Sure. Alright. Showing known signs of lethargy. ZY6073 leaped onto the team as they opened the stasis box. Following a dropping in comms connection, the team's vital signs begin to change. Reviewing mission data in postulates a form of assimilation has taken place. Ew. ZY6073 has been put appears to have put on one of the team's suits and boarded the gear. Inputted flight path suggests for a planned return to the Tiqqun. Oh boy! Okay, well, we didn't like those crew members anyway. Okay, so we can depressurize the gear. And it'll come back to the Tiqqun via autopilot. We can activate the Naomi protocol and let it return. Okay, that's a possibility. I feel like I should have that translated first. We welcome the ZY6073 on board, providing further opportunities for study, or we can blow up the gear. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna end the episode right here. We're gonna end the episode right here with this cliffhanger. We're gonna come back in the next episode after you guys in the comment section have translated the Naomi protocol for me, so then we can make a decision. We're gonna need to make a decision. This is gonna be critically important, because if they just assimilated 5 crew members, we have potentially 3,000 more that they can assimilate, which is gonna lead to a very large blob of organic matter, let's put it that way. But at the same time, I do know that this is linked to a video that's available on YouTube, if you want spoilers. I'm not going to put it in the description of today's video, we'll put it in the description of tomorrow's video. Or maybe you know the video that it's referencing, at which point you can pop it down in... Actually, you can't put it down in the description because you can't link videos, you can't put links in comments. but you can definitely type in the name of the video at least, and then other people can look it up if they want. But I do need to end this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we make the ultimate decision. Are we depressurizing? Are we going to let it on board, or are we going to blow the damn thing up? Because, oh my god, that picture scares the crap out of me. All right, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.